dark. You should be.
There's a stretch of highway in the American Midwest that truck drivers refuse to talk about. No streetlights, no gas stations, no cell service, just a two-lane road cutting through miles of empty land, and one tree, an enormous oak tree that stands alone by the roadside. Locals say if you ever see someone standing under that tree at night, you should keep driving, no matter what, because the last people who stopped there didn't all make it back. Today's story comes from multiple witness accounts collected over several years, including one man who saw the aftermath with his own eyes. What makes this case disturbing is that no official explanation was ever found. No suspects, no signs of struggle consistent with an accident, and injuries that investigators quietly admitted didn't make sense. The events happened along a rural transportation route connecting several small towns. It's the kind of road people use every day: delivery drivers, commuters, medical transport vehicles. By day, it looks completely normal. By night, it feels different. People describe an unshakable feeling of being watched, like something is standing just outside the reach of your headlights, waiting. In late summer, sometime around 2013 or 2014, a 28-year-old local driver, we'll call him Daniel, was finishing his final trip of the night. Daniel operated a small passenger shuttle. He often drove late routes because the pay was better. That night, he accepted a private fare, a direct drive down the highway. Before leaving town, he stopped by his home. He dropped off a watermelon he'd just bought for his mother. He told her, "I'll be back soon. Don't cut it. We'll eat it together." It was the last thing he ever said to her. Daniel never came home that night. At first, no one panicked. Late runs sometimes took longer, but by morning, something felt wrong. Daniel never stayed away overnight, not once. By mid-morning, neighbors began searching the route he always drove, and that's when someone noticed something. Near the old oak tree, a group of locals approached the roadside clearing. What they saw stopped them cold. Daniel's vehicle was there, but not crashed, not overturned, not damaged in a way that suggested an accident. It was placed, tilted sideways, resting directly on top of Daniel's body, as if someone or something had carefully leaned the vehicle onto him. There were no skid marks, no signs of impact, no indication the vehicle had rolled. And Daniel's injuries didn't match a traffic collision. His neck had been twisted at an impossible angle. Deep lacerations covered his torso. They looked like claw marks. Investigators initially suggested an animal attack, but no known predator could have lifted and positioned a 1,500-pound vehicle. That explanation was quietly dropped. Older residents weren't surprised. They had heard stories before. Stories about a figure seen at night, standing beneath that tree, always alone, always signaling for help. Several months later, another driver, this one transporting 2 passengers to a nearby town, approached the same stretch of road just after dusk. He noticed someone standing under the oak tree, a woman, wearing red. Her face was covered by what looked like a veil of hair. She raised her hand slowly, as if asking him to stop. He knew the stories. He knew people avoided that place, but something felt wrong. Not dangerous, just sad, like she needed help. Against his better judgment, he pulled over. When he asked if she was okay, she didn't answer. She only gestured for him to step out of the vehicle. That was the moment everything changed. As he got closer, he noticed something strange about her hands. They were too long, too large, covered in coarse, dark hair. Not human, She slowly lifted her head where her eyes should have been. There were only deep black hollows, and inside those hollows, two tiny reflective points, like glass, watching him before he could react. She grabbed the front of his vehicle with one arm and threw it. Witness reports later confirmed the vehicle had landed nearly 30 feet away. He never had a chance to run. He said the grip felt like being caught in a steel machine. Then, everything went black. At that exact moment, two freight trucks approached the highway. Their headlights flooded the road, and whatever had been there was suddenly gone. The drivers reported seeing only a large shadow moving off the road. Nothing else. They found the man alive, badly injured, lying in the center of the road. He kept repeating the same sentence. It wasn't a woman. No arrests were made. No official explanation was released. Transportation companies quietly rerouted night drivers away from that section, and locals still avoid stopping there after dark, because sometimes the most dangerous things you can encounter on the road don't chase you. They wait for you to stop. So, if you're ever driving alone and you see someone standing under a tree asking for help, you might want to remember this story and keep driving.
If you are not afraid of the dark, you should be.
Tell me in the comments what you would do.